Play ball!
Wing Wednesday on Sports Tree Ltd is presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks.
Steer!
Hello and welcome to Wing Wednesday here on Sports Tree, presented by Halo Fishing from American Baitworks. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and on this week's edition of Wing Wednesday, we're going to give you our MLB rundown, give you our Blue Jays flyby of the week, preview their game tonight against the Boston Red Sox, give you our game of the day, our MKF play of the day, finish it all off with tasting some chicken wings and our trivia raffle to get in to win a pair of MLB tickets, courtesy of Halo Fishing. But without further ado, getting into our MLB rundown, the Oakland A's have exploded to the top of the AL West, winning 10 straight games. They will look to make it 11 straight today against the Twins. Milwaukee Brewers starter Corbin Burnes is scorching through the majors. Through his first 4 starts of this season, he's recorded 40 Ks and 0 walks. He's the first pitcher in the modern MLB era to do so. 16 games are on tap today across the MLB with a couple of doubleheaders, and let's get into it with our Blue Jays flyby. The Blue Jays took on the Red Sox on Tuesday night. Hyun-Jin Ryu had another strong showing, especially seeing how the Red Sox lead the American League in hits. Bo Bichette gave the Jays the lead in the top of the 4th with a solo shot. The Red Sox, they answered with 4 runs of their own in the bottom of the 4th. Randall Grichuk was able to drive in a run in the top of the 7th, but that was all the Birds would muster, falling 4-2 in Boston. Our J of the day was Hyun-Jin Ryu. He's the only reason why the game was remotely close and kept the hottest lineup in baseball in relative check outside of the 4th inning. Ryu now sports an ERA of 3 with 21 Ks through 24 innings pitched. Our main takeaway of the week is how crucial this series is coming up with Boston for the Blue Jays if they want to keep pace in the AL East. They've lost every season series they've played this year outside of beating the lowly Yankees in both series they've played against them this season. The Blue Jays record fell to 7-10 with that loss last night in Boston, and they fell to 4th spot in the American League East. The Red Sox improved their record to 12-6 and sit atop of the American League. The Blue Jays have now lost 3 straight and are becoming a team of tantalizing bats. They've scored just 4 runs in the last 27 innings. To give you an idea, Boston put up 4 runs in the 4th inning alone last night. Yikes. The Blue Jays are built to score. That's their identity. The boom boom birdies, if you will. The pitching has been solid on this losing streak, surrendering just 9 runs in 3 games. So the key for Wednesday night's matchup is to get on base by any means possible. Slow down, swing easy, and score some runs. Getting into tonight's matchup, the Blue Jays take on the Red Sox at 7:10 p.m. Garrett Richards takes the mound for the Red Sox. He's 0-2 this season, averaging 6 earned runs against per game. In his career against the Jays, he's 2-4 and has an ERA of 5.20, so his numbers this year are about par for the course. So if Toronto wants to break out of their batting slump, tonight presents a decent opportunity. Trent Thornton will take the bump for the Birds. He's been solid this year out of the bullpen, pitching 7 2/3 innings, posting a 2.35 ERA and 6 Ks. While he did lead the Jays in starts back in 2019, I do see this as a temporary measure and don't expect him to be a starter for very long. The Red Sox have the edge going into this game, leading the majors in on-base percentage, but the Blue Jays have the bats to compete and have the opportunity to do so against an opponent that has struggled against them in the past. This game has double-digit scoring written all over it. The hottest bats in the MLB, a ton of young talent, a struggling starter, and bullpen pitching. Buckle up because this should be a fun one. Make sure you take the over tonight in Fenway Park between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. And that leads us into our MKF play of the day. Bo Bichette hit a home run last night, as we said, so make sure you take more on him. Xander Bogaerts is one of the hottest batters in the league, so make sure you take more on his total bases. And as we said, Garrett Richards has struggled against the Toronto Blue Jays, so make sure you take less on his strikeout line. Speaking of those birdies, I'm hungry for some chicken wings. This is Connor Roundtree calling from Wing Wednesday. We're on the mission to find the world's greatest tasting chicken wing, and a couple of our followers suggested we have to try All-Star Wings on College Street, so that's why we're calling here today. What's the most popular wing that you guys sell?
The most popular wing is hot. You tell me what kind of flavor you like, then I suggest.
All right, well, I like something a little spicier with a little bit of sweet, so can you help me out there?
Yeah, so you're looking for Pandora's box.
So we'll go with the American and Pandora's box.
Pandora's box, Thai and honey garlic, yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Our guy on the other end of the line at All-Stars was extremely excited. He's got me pretty amped up to try these chicken wings. Now, first up, we're going to go with the American flavor, the hot ones that he recommended. There you go, a little hot, a little buttery, non-breaded chicken wing. Here we go. Look at that. Nice little fatty here. Smoke that fatty. Woo, that's good. Those were the Americans that had the buttery flavor, the hot. They fell right off the bone. Juicy, good size wing. These here are Pandora's box. We're mixing America with Pandora's box. You do with that what you will. It's like they're trying to go for Starburst and Lifesavers at the same time. They can't make up their mind, but it's on a chicken wing. Doesn't work. All in all, for All-Stars, pretty good wings. They had good size on them. They were meaty, and they were hot when they got here. That was huge. The American wings were absolutely delicious. They were buttery, they were rich with the flavor, and they were hot. As for Pandora's box, well, that should probably stay lost. And another huge plus with All-Star is the sweet potato fries they gave us. They came for free. Love that when we get free stuff. Sweet potato fries on All-Stars. That's your wing tasting for today. All-Stars comes in at a 7-3. As for our fantasy up and down, a batter that you have to put up and into your lineup is Freddie Galvis. Through his last 7 games entering today, he has 11 hits and a pair of home runs. A pitcher to put up and into your lineup is Sean Manaea. Through his last 3 starts, he's 2-0 with a sub-2 ERA and 18 strikeouts. As for our players that you should put down, the first being our batter, it's Alex Bregman. He's just 2 for 22 across his last 6 outings entering today, and that's not the production you need from a slugging position like third base. Our pitcher that you have to put down is Zach Plesac. He got pumped last night against the Chicago White Sox and gave up 6 earned runs in the first inning of his last appearance before that. Our game of the day is the Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Kansas City Royals. This will not only be a great game on the diamond, but it will be a great measuring stick for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays just got absolutely annihilated by the Royals last weekend, and this coming weekend, they take on the Rays in a 3-game set. The Royals starter Jacob Junis has been magnificent in a small dose. This season, he's 3-0 with an ERA of 1.5 and 30 strikeouts. Because everybody loves a little basketball talk, we're going to serve up an alley-oop for a trivia question in the MLB. What year did Michael Jordan retire from the NBA to take up playing professional baseball? That's your trivia question for this week's edition of Wing Wednesday here on Sports Tree, presented by Halo Fishing from American Bait Works. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and be sure to upgrade your subscription or subscribe today. And remember, an upgrade in your subscription is an upgrade in your chances to win up to $15,000 a year in tickets to see your favorite teams. Make sure you go and answer that trivia question right now on our app, and you're in to win a pair of MLB tickets to see your favorite team, courtesy of Halo Fishing from American Bait Works. And remember, folks, when in doubt, just wing it.
Play ball!
Wing Wednesday on Sports Tree Ltd is presented by Halo Fishing from American Bait Works.
Steer right!